Hello and welcome back to Sage and Stone Homestead. My name is Heather. This is Tizzy. That other goat over there is Tori. And I need to update you guys on the vet visit for Frenzy. So if you're not caught up to speed, I have a goat who last hitting season, so this past February, she had a single dulling. Everything went well, except the day after she had her baby and I came down to check on them, I noticed that Frenzy, the mama goat, had a really big bubble on her vulva, and it was a hematoma, which is a broken blood vessel under the skin. I had actually texted the vet at the time, but the responses that I was getting made me feel like I was talking to like the front desk staff and not the actual vet, and I did get that confirmed. Basically, like, she didn't tell me that, but I showed the vet today pictures of Frenzy's hematoma, and she had never seen them before, and so just sort of confirmed my suspicions that she didn't see them in February. But in any case, Frenzy got the green light to breed again. She looked Frenzy over, she did a little bit of an internal on Frenzy and determined that, yeah, she looks perfect back there. I asked her if she thought that Frenzy maybe needed to skip the season, if she could benefit from like a year off and a little bit extra healing, and she said no. So that's really good news. I was worried that this might recur, and if it did, that maybe next time it wouldn't just be contained to the inside of her body, that maybe next time it would burst while her blood wasn't clotted. And I was just going down this horrible spiral of what ifs, and I'm glad that we have that confirmation that Frenzy is good to breed, and we can even breed her as soon as this season, which is, you know, 2.5 months away. Our breeding season is 2.5 months off, which seems really crazy. Well, yes, I am hand milking today, partially because I wanted to be able to talk to you guys and not have to really battle over the sound of my milker. But also, when I breed dairy goats, hand milkability is really one of the #1 things that I am looking for. So obviously I can't know if they are great to hand milk if I don't do it. I actually prefer hand milking, but my bum elbow doesn't always allow it. Right now I'm only getting about 1.5 gallons a day. I may try to keep this up as long as I can. I like it. It is easier to clean my hand milking stuff versus my big milker anyway. And a lot of the goats actually respond better to being hand milked versus machine milked. I don't really know what it is. I'd say that also the milker isn't necessarily faster either. Yeah, we've been going for 5 minutes. My camera has been going for 5 minutes, and I have 2 goats milked, which is pretty darn good. Just get a little bit more out of her. Just the tiniest bit. There we go. Good job. Another thing I wanted to ask the vet about is, I don't know, it seems like our kids this year were more sickly than normal. We usually deal with a fair amount of coccidia, but I also had been dealing with more respiratory illness than I felt like should be normal. And we had a baby goat that I had to put down a few weeks ago. I had done a field necropsy here on him, and I brought those pictures to her so we could kind of brainstorm together about what might have gone on. And she helped confirm for me that, yeah, it didn't look like he had died from coccidia. It didn't look like he had died from, you know, enterotoxemia. I mean, he died because I put him down. I had put him down because he had kind of taken a turn for the worse, and I didn't want him to suffer. I didn't think there was really any coming out of it. So we put him down, we did the field necropsy, and what had happened when I looked was he definitely had pneumonia. But he also had really large mesenteric lymph nodes. So the lymph nodes that are on the intestine, those guys were really large and inflamed, but besides the pneumonia, that's the only thing I could really see. Oh, shindy. Yeah, I'm almost done. So the vet helped confirm for me that it didn't look like he had dealt with coccidia, it didn't look like he had dealt with enterotoxemia, but it definitely looked like he had battled something bacterial. And I asked her if the undetected pneumonia could have gone systemic, and she said yes, but not like to the digestive system. It would have been more like in his blood, which I wouldn't have been able to tell with my field necropsy. But she said it looked like his intestinal tract was battling something bacterial, and what he really needed was antibiotics. Now, he was kind of at the point where I'm not sure the antibiotics really could have done anything. That's why he was put down. But I had been putting that baby goat on the stand, checking him every day. I checked his temperature every day. I made sure he was getting extra feed on the stand. I was looking at his FOMACHA score, which actually looked really good, which is surprising. But yeah, apparently he needed antibiotics, and he had no signs of needing that. He didn't have any fever ever. He didn't ever have any discharge from his nose, no cough, no crackling, nothing. But he just had a silent infection that we didn't know was there. I actually was able to schedule a vet visit for the farm. Again, the office staff told me something that wasn't entirely true. They had told me that no, the vet's not going to come out this far, but the vet told me yeah, she will, I just have to schedule it, and it might be kind of far out. And I said that doesn't bother me. That's fine. I would love a vet visit, just, you know, a full look up of our farm to see how everything is, especially like Chloe the pig. She's like big. I mean, I could transport her if I really needed to. We could get her up on a trailer and haul her in. But I'm excited. The vet's gonna come out not until September, but she's gonna come out and check things out for me. I'll really be able to pick her brain about our different systems and things, and I'm very excited for that. One thing that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to change, because going back to the sick baby goat situation, I think I talked about in my last vlog that coccidia, it really can damage their gut bad enough to where they can't absorb nutrients. It can create scar tissue in their gut, and the scar tissue isn't going to, and the scar tissue is not going to allow them to uptake nutrients. What I learned that I didn't know is that the coccidia, as they're causing their damage, they can also essentially open up the gut to a bacterial infection. So the damage doesn't only potentially cause nutrient absorption issues, but it can also cause a secondary infection, which is really what I think we were dealing with. Coccidia, like I said, it's kind of normal, par for the course around here. We kind of live in a swamp, but I didn't realize that it could cause that much more problems. I treat as soon as I see the symptoms, but I think one thing that I'm going to have to change is the way that I do manage coccidia in the herd. I don't necessarily like to treat for things prophylactically. Like, I don't like to treat for things if I don't see signs that that thing is there, because things like worms and things like coccidia and bacteria can develop resistance, and that's really the last thing that I want to do, is encourage resistance in my herd. But for the past 2 years, essentially every single baby goat that we've had has come down with coccidia. I think I need to take that as my clue that maybe we need to do a little bit more regarding coccidia around here. So, doing good, Red. Don't kick this over. Not right now. There's a couple of breeders around here that they actually give their baby goats Ultrasounds at, I think it's 3 weeks old, 6 weeks old, 9 weeks old, and maybe 12 weeks old, basically every 3 weeks, until they've essentially grown big enough to be able to fight it on their own. And that might be something that I adopt into next year's program. I just need to think about it, because I am real leery of breeding resistance. But I mean, if I'm giving it to every kid anyway, every year, like, I might as well stay ahead of it, you know? There are other medications that you can give to treat for coccidia. A really common one is sulfamed. It's actually an antibiotic, but it treats the coccidia as well. And it also works twofold in that it obviously will take care of the coccidia, but being an antibiotic, it helps make sure that they're not going to get a secondary bacterial infection from that. Now, it's the Ultrasound you give once and you're done. There sometimes are cases where you need to give it a second time, and I have done that before. But the Ultrasound, sulfamed, is something that's given for 5 days straight. I think I'm more comfortable using the Ultrasound as a preventative versus the Sulfamed, mostly because of worrying about bacterial resistance and just ease of use. Like having to treat for 5 days straight when I know we're going to be seeing it in just about every single baby goat. I think it's better if I do the Ultrasound prevention. Going to be a little while yet, a few more months, before we have super little bitty baby goats that I have to worry about that for. And I don't usually see very much coccidia in fall time. It kind of just depends on how warm we are. It's more of a warm season parasite, a lot like the worms. So yeah, if any of you have coccidia protocols that you use on your farm, I would really like to hear it. I want to weigh pros and cons of all of it, but I definitely feel like it's something that we have to do here. Red, the one that I just milked, and Frenzy actually have the same sire, and they are from the same dam line, and this is both of their first freshen. Frenzy had a single doeling and Red Girl had 2 bucklings, so she already has more milk. But I also noticed that Red Girl has longer teats, which is really awesome. Now both of them, their udders are going to change over the next few freshens, which is one of the reasons that I am pretty eager to breed Frenzy again. I was going to be okay with not breeding her if that's what the vet said, but I really do, I really do want to see how she develops and improves. And of course we need some more cute Frenzy babies, so I'm excited that we get to have those. I don't think she actually fed little Fable since we got back. Got about a quart out of you today, girl. Whoop! And I will be able to bring it in the house. No buckets kicked over today. Pretty good. Make a mess or it doesn't count. Oh man, I got too excited about that. Ready to go? Hang on, I need a towel. Elpis actually has been coming up on the stand to eat. So I'm gonna let her. She needs a little bit more weight, huh? She's still nursing 2 out of her 3 babies that she had in February. Maybe it was March. Can't remember, but she had triplets and she's been doing a great job raising them. So I've got some of the milker grain in here for her, but I also have this, which is rice bran pellet, and they only really need about a 1/4 cup every day to put on some weight, and it happens fast. They really like it. I've actually been putting this in the grain for the weaners as well, because they do need to gain weight too. There's nobody home in the weaner pen right now. I mean, they're out there. I do have 2 in this pen, but they're just hanging out outside. I think that we need to give this area a rest. Essentially every kid that came into this space this year got sick, and they kind of stayed sick. They did okay, like I limped them along with the treatments that I knew to give, but it didn't occur to me to give them antibiotics. So a lot of them did get it because a lot of them had respiratory symptoms, but they did not all, and I think really that was the underlying problem. So we really need to give this spot a rest. I really need to give it a good clean out before I use this area again. It's quite overgrown too. I mean, there's some, you know, grassy parts here, but they've got pokeweed there, which the goats don't eat, which is good. And then whatever this is, which they're not really eating. Hey dude, how are you? Oh, skittish? Pretty normal, but these are the only 2 that I have left in here, and I'm gonna get them moved out. We actually have to do a little bit of musical animals this week, but not today. It probably would have been 1.5 gallons if I didn't spill some. That's all right. It's Friday, and my friend Corey is here to do ultrasounds on 2 of our does that are bred. So Corey, tell them about yourself.
Hey y'all, here I have a small little fan club. I actually want to talk face to face with you all. I currently raise and own Nigerian dwarfs. My herd name is Finney Farms. I'm very, very new to the show industry. I've been showing for going on 6 years now. 2 years, actually make this my 2nd year showing my own goats. I have a wonderful mentor where Farrell and Warden came from.
And Tori.
And Tori. She taught me the ropes and really got me into it. She raises mini La Manchas, but I decided to part ways and go with the Nigerians. Y'all can feel free to follow me on Facebook. I have an Instagram. I'm very horrible about posting on there.
Me too.
I don't have YouTube yet. I put "yet" in air quotes because I'm really contemplating it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're gonna go catch the girls.
Yeah.
Good girl.
You'll have to train them to jump on the stand. Holy crap.
So we're working with a new ultrasound machine today. I was given.
And it was on my wish list for years, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I was given this by a member who didn't have any use for it anymore. This is an amazing gift, Miss Lori. Thank you so much. It's maiden voyage on my farm. There you go. I don't really know how to use it, so Corey's gonna teach me.
Our whole goal with this here, we're trying to aim, I don't know what you call this proper terminology.
The probe?
The end of the probe, you're trying to aim towards their uterus.
Yeah.
So you're aiming this way. You're not going straight up.
Okay.
You're not going down.
Right.
You want to kind of go in the armpit of their back.
Okay.
Leg, and then stand this way.
All right. And you want to be on this side.
You'll be on
their left?
Yes.
Or Rugrats on the right? Did we put them in backward? Did we? We've done it this way before.
I know we've done it, but hold on.
You can get on this side if you need to. There's space.
No, but I'm trying to think.
When you do a C-section on a goat, it's on this side. I will tell you. Even though they say Rugrats on the right, the C-section happens over here.
Yeah, because lunch on the left. Yeah, we did this backwards.
It's the blind leading the blind in here.
They say use this like it's free.
Yep.
Dang, look at how good the screen is.
Okay.
Some dirt. I'm gonna... There's babies in here.
Yay.
It's just I need to...
Oh, we lost some goo on our leg.
Yeah. So there's one baby right there on the far right here.
Right here?
Yeah. There's another something there.
Should I zoom out a little, or is that...
Can we zoom out?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it all the way to 8. She's definitely bred. There's no issue there. There's one baby right there.
Yeah,
you see
I
him.
see the one right here.
Yeah.
Yep, there's definitely one right there.
I almost feel like there's... See like the 2 bodies right there coming in and out? Like there's that one.
Uh-huh.
But then it's like there's another one. I thought I seen...
Oh, here, look. You see that?
Yeah.
That's a different bubble altogether.
And they could be laying on the other side, like flipped from the probe.
Uh-huh.
But like there's even bubbles up there. There's one baby there. It's almost feel like there's one up there. Oh, is that like that little bitty?
Right here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 maybe. Unless this one...
But there's like almost... There's like...
Oh my gosh.
That one on the bottom is going... It has to be laying right here on the probe.
I think I saw a spine right here. See that?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 individual bubbles, but I don't see 4 babies. I know there's 2 babies, but I think there might be a 3rd one. Because there's one hiding out right there.
Yeah.
Then we seen this one, but is that not one right there?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that not... There's babies moving right there.
Babies? Corey? Is this a separate bubble up here?
Yeah.
So there might be one here, 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 and here?
Look at it moving. See those little bitty...
Okay, so that's one thing
Yeah.
there. Okay, so there's
But then
one
there's
there.
2, 3.
Okay,
I'm going 2 definitely, but I think 3.
I think 3 too. Confirmed bred is awesome. She's not getting chunky for nothing.
No, she's got the babies. There's another baby. There's a baby right there too. So there's
Up there.
1,
There's
2,
3 at least.
3. Wherever that, we seen it over
We
here.
did.
But like there's 3.
There's definitely 3.
Do you want to do, since I brought my machine, do you want me to go get it so we can...
Like cross-reference with what you're used to? Sure.
Yeah.
So we cooked up Corey's. What do we see? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We saw a baby here. A skull for sure. Oh, let me see if I can. Yeah.
There it is, like little bitty
Yeah.
shadow.
And then there's somebody down here.
Full house.
There, yeah.
Like we know there's one right there.
Yeah. And there's
2,
one there.
3, and but
Let's see if we can see in there. Is that baby right there?
I think it has to be.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's split now, and the one at the top's moving.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I'm bottle feeding.
Let me, if we want to rotate, like,
And
we
see this again?
and pull a little lower, yeah.
Here's the other ultrasound again, yeah. You just had to go a little higher to see them all?
A lower.
A little lower, okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my gosh, I do see. You can clearly see
Let's
it.
record this one.
Okay. Yes, and there's a baby in there. Is this one big sack on the bottom, or is it 2? Oh,
Well,
I saw it.
like it has it split almost.
Yeah, I feel like I see a,
Like 2 babies in that bottom one.
yeah, here and over
Mhm.
here.
There's the
see.
one.
Yeah, and there's one there.
Someone will cooperate. I don't know if that's 1 baby or 2 babies in this bottom one. See how it's
There's
like...
one here.
Is he in there? And just on the other side? Or is that her bladder?
That's a good question.
I know you're getting antsy a little bit, girl. I'm going 3, but potentially 4.
Okay.
I mean, we see 3, like there's clearly...
There are
1,
3
2,
clear.
3, but then there's like something going on down there that's hard to see.
I think I thought I saw something in there. Like that. What's that?
Ready, home girl? There's food in there. I'll be gentle. It'll be a little cold, but it's hot today, so.
Oh Lord. Oh my gosh.
Hold on, sister.
Much easier to see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's 1, 2, 3. It's almost the same.
Stop
Oh.
it.
Hold on. Why do we have more? Because they would, I would assume, absorbed by now already. But you also see the size-wise too.
Yeah.
Can you quit squatting down on me? There's 1 baby, 2 baby, 3 baby. But like, like there's 3 right there.
Yeah.
1 picture.
1, 2, 3.
But it's like, there's bubbles over here.
There's one that's kind of like behind. I
Like
don't know if that's the same bubble like we saw. Maybe her bladder is this.
See how it's like...
Oh my gosh, what is all of that? I had wondered too with the alfalfa how much flushing we would get.
Well, you got it. I don't know what this one's... I know we have 3, but with the way their belly's already looking...
Oh my gosh.
Try to get good connection. Because like... Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. But it's like the same bubbles.
Yeah, these are a lot clearer in her.
We know there's triplets, but like, you see how it's splitting on the same again?
Yeah, but maybe that's bladder, or is their bladder usually nestled up like that?
Bladder is normally pretty big, but...
And where's there another one over? What?
See, is that on 1, 2, 3, 4? Like they're kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. We can try on my machine again.
Yeah.
So 1 baby up in the corner, 2 baby, 3, but like those...
Is that separated? This line? But that's kind of like what we saw in Helicity.
But see, like we can't even really see that top one anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole baby.
Yeah.
There's triplets.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of extra. Do you see
1, 2, 3, 4?
That's what I'm thinking, because we seen that little head pop out there.
There's 2.
It's like 1, 2, but there's 3 up here we seen them a second ago. I've also scanned a doe. We clearly seen 3, and there was 1 up top we couldn't see, and she had 4. So
We've not had quads, but I would welcome it.
like there's 1 baby because it's lower.
1, 2, 3.
And like...
And a bunch of bubbles along with this one.
Yeah. Like there's 3 clear as day right there.
Yeah.
But see how the 4th one is like hiding.
Here, or where are you seeing it? Up?
Like when it's like behind in this white, the whiteness whenever I...
Okay,
like,
so you're moving it up into the whiteness.
1, 2, 3. See how it pops out that other one, but then I go back and they're like 2 and then 1. I mean, triplets 100%. Is there a 4th one? It's hard to tell.
For each of them to have 3 is a lot, but that's good.
You should see what milk production looks like.
Yeah, we'll know. Your help.
Feral on the cardboard. Cardboard. We have to. Oh, what a foot on you, Barb. No, no, no.
He's trying to pee.
Stop. Put it away.
He's gonna.
Oh, you'll get treated, I promise. I need this. You want this? Come on. Walk forward. I need to get that other foot. All over me.
Did he get you? Yes, he did. Feral.
Stop. I'm not a girl in heat. Stop. Nasty.
He might not be fit to be in the ring.
Virtually. Stop.
Even virtually. Okay, stand right there. Stand right there.
No.
Stand, Feral.
trying to make it where it's not.
You know what? That's good.
Oh, that's a good... Farrell. Is that... Yeah, he got part of your hair.
That's all right.
I think this will have to work.
Wow.
Dang, it will take you long.
Does a good job back here. Oh my gosh, why are you an angel? That was everything. Dang.
If they were all like that, we could hustle through all of them.
For real.
I mean, he's done really good walking. And I better not be speaking too soon. We haven't made it back yet.
You're close. Good afternoon. So the musical animals that I talked about doing this week, I don't think we're gonna do it this week. Turns out we're gonna have a heat wave this week, and I don't want to transition my animals into a new space and expect them to adapt to the new space while it's also super hot out. And so yeah, we're gonna scrap that, but on to the next project, which are the sweet potatoes that I have had sitting in my windowsill for months at this point. They are looking a little bit pale because they're running out of energy, and it is a little bit late in the season for me to be transplanting sweet potatoes, but it's not too late. And you can actually take your sweet potato slips and plant them straight out into the garden, and they will develop out there just fine. The reason that I like to put them in start pots first is because once it's out in the garden, I don't necessarily think to water things as maybe often as it would need in the beginning. I am out there watering some seeds that I have planted, but this is just a little bit more controlled of a situation. These slips will be able to develop a good root system down here, and then once I stick them out in the garden, they'll be able to handle a little bit of neglect because they'll already have a root system. So I have a bunch of sweet potatoes that I bought locally. The Amish grow these, and some of them actually set their slips way down in the water. So some of the slips actually do have their own root system right now. This is a really good example. And all I'm gonna do is kind of twist this slip off at the base, trying to maintain some of those roots. Oh goodness, yeah, it's all tangled up. We've got a sweet potato slip with some roots, and I'm just gonna stick that down into one of these little cells. Some of these sweet potatoes are white, and some of them are like the classic orange. Some of them are kind of long, so I may elect to trim off, very crudely, some of these greens, just to keep it a little bit more compact. Another one, roots and all. This one has a whole bunch of them that grew on the top of the potato, and none of these have roots. The roots are coming out of the actual potato, but they will develop roots in the moist soil. So I'm just gonna twist one off. See, no roots there. Take off the last couple of leaves like this. Stick that down in. It may be true that you can trim these and root each segment, but I usually just root whatever's been attached to the potato. It's been a few years since I've grown sweet potatoes, and I don't have infinite amount of space. I found a cute little volunteer kale plant in my soil bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and move that. What I'm gonna do is leave these out here for a week to 10 days underneath the carport. There's a little bit of morning sun coming through here. We're already past that at this point in the day, so for the rest of the day today they're going to be in the shade. Tomorrow they'll get a little bit of morning sun, and I'll probably leave them in this spot for a few days, so as they're trying to acclimate and develop roots, I don't stress them out with too much sun. And then once I start seeing the little roots coming out of either the bottom or the sides here of these little cell trays, that is when they've got their root systems developed and I can transplant them into the grow bags. We are starting the heat wave of the week. Actually, I think it might have started yesterday. The feels like temp yesterday was 102, today it's 106. I think tomorrow might be 106. It's gonna be anywhere between 105 and 110 for the rest of the week, potentially into the 4th of July weekend, which, I mean, it is summer after all, and we do get very, very hot here. So when we have heat waves like this, especially towards the latter half of the day, like noon to about 6, I am coming out every 2 hours and checking on mainly the rabbits and the pigs to make sure everything is going okay. So this is the current situation in here right now. I've got the big fan pointed at this rabbit tower over here, and then we of course have this flow fan in here, and a decent cross breeze actually comes through the barn this way. Just checking for signs of heat stress, which I am not seeing any. They are going to be laying out flatter and breathing a little bit faster. Penelope has a little ice pack that I just gave her probably about an hour and a half ago. See, that baby's breathing kind of fast, but not bad. They all are. They're all breathing kind of fast. Pretty normal. What we don't want to see is rabbits with their head back and drooling. That's bad news. That's me bringing them into some air conditioning if I see that. They're hot, but they're okay. These guys are even munching a little bit on some pellets. I worry a little bit when we've got, did you see that funny flop? Oh my gosh, he flopped down onto the ice pack that we have in here. So these guys are really enjoying the ice pack. Yeah, oh, look at them. Oh, that's so good. I've got more in the freezer. This one is still cold, but they are enjoying that. I do worry when we've got the cages kind of packed full of moms and babies that, you know, it is kind of rough on them to be in close quarters, but they're doing okay. Can you see that ice pack under here? They are loving it. Maybe I'll go grab them another one. I do have extras. I actually haven't seen a lot of the rabbits really using the ice packs. Buck up here, he's got one. He likes to kind of lick it. This doe, I've called her Toffee. She's not really messing with hers. Lindy's using hers. That's nice to see. To me, it doesn't feel too bad out here. There have been, and there still may be this year, times where I can barely make my rounds and I am drenched in sweat. Right now I feel okay. And so this isn't the worst heat wave ever. Oh. The rabbit fell out. Good boys. Yeah, is your fan nice? So they're set up with a fan here. We don't have anyone under the fan over here. Hey. I'd say I worry least about the goats. They know how to get through some heat. I have thought about buying a fan for the pigs. I haven't yet. How are you girls doing? I see you have taken a fresh dip in the wallow. Yeah, it's hot. Made sure that their wallow was gonna be all full and ready for them. So they're probably taking shifts between this and inside. It's actually cooler out here. I'm surprised that they're not out here underneath the shade cloth. But you know, they know what they need. Hey Margie, do we want to fill them in on the happenings of the other day? You want to tell them? I was on live stream with a membership on Saturday morning, and Margie was in very clear, very strong heat. So I was wrong about thinking that I saw evidence of breeding. I did think I saw something, but if he had bred her, she wasn't in a standing heat. She was definitely in a full standing heat this past Saturday. And I thought, okay, I need to put them together. So I thought I'd grab Margie, grab Farrell, put them in the milking area, let them do their thing, and then let them go on their merry way. Well, Margie wasn't having it. She didn't want to be caught, and I just decided, you know what? Let me just let Farrell into the girl pen. So I did. Yay! And it worked out. The deed was done 3 times, and then I put him back. So we have a new due date for March. I think it's November 19th, somewhere around there. And because I have that ultrasound machine, I don't have to send in blood to confirm her pregnancy. I can actually do that with the scanner, which is super nice. Felicity, how you doing? hanging out in the long grass. Hey, baby. It is cooler out here than in the barn. I know, baby. You're gonna be all right. How you doing, Gail? Yeah, we're okay. Elpis is basically permanently posted at the water fountain, just taking drinks as needed. She is my most sensitive doe when it comes to the heat, so I'm really not surprised to see her standing right there. I have seen her in a pretty bad state as far as heat goes. Sometimes I do have to pour buckets of water over her because she's just panting so bad. So, but she looks good right now. You know, it's actually cooler outside right now, girl. It is. I'll leave her to it. She knows what she needs. Turkeys and the ducks are doing okay. They need me to redo their pool. Yeah, I know, maybe tomorrow morning. So the boys must not be doing too bad because they're out grazing. I can't see them right now. Hey, little pig. You got that? Do you need some help with it? Here. Here, Chloe, you want some knotweed? Hey, boys. So these three are doing good out here. You doing okay? It looks like this tiny shelter is where they have decided to spend the afternoon. Except for you guys, how you doing? Hey boys, you know it's a lot hotter out here than in your shelter. Hmm? How are you, Warden? Yeah. You guys doing good? I did not bring you treats. No. Ruckus is on a hanging bucket breaking rampage. He's already broken one. And then look, this one has a crack. This one has a crack. Is this the only whole one out here? He said not for long. Surprisingly, the plants look halfway okay. A lot of times, especially squash, they'll give you a hard droop when it's super hot out. I think tomorrow I'll come harvest tomatoes. Quick, good job. Oh no! Try it again. You gotta go fast. We're fast enough. Oh, you gotta get it. Hey, sir, did your friend teach you how to scream? That's fun. Here, try that. No? Screaming for nothing. Here. Oh, rude. Don't do that. No! I mentioned it on the garden tour. The little mini Nubian that we got from my friend Megan to grow out for meat, he taught the two La Manchas in this pen with him how to scream. They never sounded like that until they bunked with him, and it's like they've taken up his exact voice. Elpis figured out where the cool spot is. Yeah, did you show her Helicity? You want one of these? I know you're having a rough go. Yeah. You want one, Helicity? Nope. She's not stealing your bean. You dropped yours. Yeah. Yeah, this is the cool spot. It's good. I'll come check you guys in a couple hours. Come on, Nookie. Oh my gosh. What was it?
Dandelion.
Oh,
he like ran through one of them and choked on it.
Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I actually got a question on one of my most recent videos about how Nugget is doing and how he is integrating into the family, and he's doing really well. He's 7 months old now. He doesn't have any more puppy fluff and he has all of his adult teeth. Him and Buster are getting along really well. Buster sometimes will kind of nip at him. Not really nip, but he's a little bit food defensive, but sometimes the puppy can be a lot, and so I don't really blame him. He helps keep Nugget in line. They get along super well. Now, Nugget is not an outside dog. He's a Bernese Mountain Dog, and when we were dog shopping, we wanted this breed specifically. And when we got in contact with the breeder, he said these are not outside dogs in this area. They cannot handle the heat. And so, as you guys know, we've been battling the heat. It's not so bad right now, especially in the shade. But Nugget, he's an inside dog, and he has been doing really well with training. What I did when we got him, even before we got him as a puppy, was I actually bought the Will Atherton dog training course, and I really think that that has made our experience with this new puppy so wonderful. We really wanted to start off with a good foundation, and I feel like we really did get that. We actually had a situation last week where Nugget had some kind of digestive upset. I was up with him 2 separate nights throughout the night so he could come out and go outside. It was horrible. I took a fecal sample to the vet and she said it was clear, and she gave him some kaopectate paste, and that thankfully cleared it up. I don't know what it was, but really that's the only like hiccup that we've had with him, and I would say it's like one of those generally normal things. It's his first little belly ache. You getting tired? He gets along really well, like I said, with Buster, but he does get along pretty well with the goats through the fence, and he doesn't mess with the rabbits that are in the cages, especially, or even the cages that are further down where he does have access, like nose to nose with them. He does really well. Our old cat, Remington, in the house, she doesn't really like him, but the other cats that are out here, they don't actually mind him. And so that's good. Oh, goodness.
Monty just stares at him.
Are you getting messy with the grass clippings? Oh my goodness. He's a fool. I actually tried to get Buster to come in the house today because there feels like temp was 107. And all he did was walk through one door and out the other. He did not want to be inside. You keeping cool, dude? Yes, he said, I'm all right. Buster is welcome to come in the house anytime, and there are times where I make him stay inside. When it's super, super hot, I know 107 sounds super, super hot, but it can get hotter. And when it's super, super cold, like we in the winter sometimes have wind chills in the -30, I will make him stay inside for that, because that is a lot. But in general, he is comfortable staying outside. He's a Great Pyrenees, so he's kind of bred for this. This little guy, not so much. So when you're trying to get that out of his mouth, just hold it firmly until he lets go, okay? It's actually a good time of day to harvest. I harvested probably one of these trash cans full of green beans earlier, and I did run the canner, my electric canner, so it's 3 quarts. But I do know that I have some echinacea that needs harvesting too. Isn't it gorgeous? I've seen a few honeybees out here, but not many. I don't know why, but it's like the pollinators don't seem to prefer this plant. That's actually a honeybee right there. My bee balm is also open at the same time, and that might be their preference. I don't really know. Well, I guess there's a few butterflies. There's not as many as I expected. See the It's a honeybee. We'll definitely leave some out here for her. Really, the basil that's back there could have stood to be harvested as well and dried. I would normally use my freeze dryer for the basil and this. Like, this is a big harvest to dry, so it would fill the freeze dryer. But being that it is so hot, the freeze dryer does put out heat, and it's in my little shed, which does have an air conditioner, but to have them both running at the same time, that is absolutely going to cost more to run than maybe it's worth. So we will air dry these. Today is Wednesday, and I filmed the garden tour on Sunday. This little guy has, like, I don't know, I wanted to say quadrupled in size, but definitely more than that. And there's even more. So that's exciting. Birdhouse gourd definitely loves the heat. Fall brassicas, loving life. I had a couple things that I laid out to dry. These are flowers from the shallots that I have growing in the greenhouse, the forever shallots that just will not come to maturity. I pulled these off, and you can actually see when I shake it. Can you see those little black things down there? Those are the seeds. So we're gonna save some seeds from the forever shallot. I think the only reason that the shallots have been in the greenhouse for so long is because of the time of year that I put them in. It was I think it was last August actually that I started those seeds, and so the plants went through a winter, and so to them they've gone through 2 years, and so that's why we're getting the flower heads. Onions are a biennial plant, which means they really live for 2 years, or their life cycle lasts for 2 years. The first year they'll grow a nice big bulb, and then the second year they will make that flower head. And because they went through a winter, they think that they have had a 2-year cycle. I mean, they basically have. And so yeah, we're getting seeds, but we are also getting decently sized shallots out there. They're just not ready to harvest. Had a little bit of rose petal over here, and then these are echinacea that I set out to dry the last time that I harvested, and these are nice and crispy. This here is my echinacea jar. I'm gonna need to upgrade when these guys are all dry. And what am I saving these for? You know, I don't know that I have too much of a plan. I do know that I wanted echinacea in the garden. I know that it has great immune properties, so I think teas was on my list, but beyond that, I am not really sure. We, as it is, don't usually go through too much, even natural medicine. We tend to just kind of let sicknesses ride when they come up. I'll drink teas with honey, and that's pretty much the extent of it, because that seems to be all we've really needed. I have made a lot of things like elderberry syrup in the past. I've never made fire cider. That's something I do want to do, but like, will I use it? I'm not sure. But I do like to drink a lot of tea, so usually that is where my herbs are destined to go, is in the teas that we make. There we go. So the air conditioner in here is right here. It's basically constantly blowing, and that's going to help dry these out over the next week or so. Oh, and I don't think I showed you. Look at all the petals that I got out of the last bloom of the rose. It had quite the bloom, so I have at least, goodness, more than a half gallon's worth of petals. And so it's probably time to set up an infusion. I might actually use castor oil this time. Let's do that before I forget, because I'm good at that. I actually think I'm going to only infuse one of these quarts with the castor oil, and the rest I'm going to save for my teas. This is such a fragrant rose. It's actually called a tea rose. Ugh. And that flavor is awesome in a tea. So I might just cram the rest of these in here. The castor oil bottle is dirty. It actually busted open in the shipping box on its way to me, and I was able to save about 3/4 of a gallon of it, but it got all over the outside. So it's a dust magnet, this bottle. Thankfully just on the outside of the bottle. The cap still works fine. Whoop! Gotta slow down. Even though I cram-packed this full of rose petals, there's quite a lot of castor oil that's fitting in amongst the petals, which is awesome. And what I do with this is, when it comes time to make more tallow balm, which I still have goat tallow from last season that I haven't done anything with, I will cut that tallow with either an infused olive oil, which I do have some calendula infusing in olive oil, or castor oil. Tallow itself is super great, but it's just kind of dry and crumbly. Adding in like a more liquid type oil to the mix really just helps make it more of a smooth type of consistency. It's easier to apply as a balm when it does have that carrier oil with it. Beautiful. Now I just need to mark the date on this, and it needs to sit for at least 6 weeks. I'm sure it will sit longer before I have the time to make some more tallow balm. See this here? This is on my shelf. This is actually an echinacea tincture that I set up last year. And whatever I wrote on the top is gone. I knew that it had to sit at least, it says 2 weeks up to 3 months. I'm remembering what I wrote now. This has been sitting for probably close to a year, so I'm sure it's good and infused. But this is just an example of what sometimes happens. I'll make something because I know that it's useful, but I don't necessarily use it. And it's not that I'm using other things, we just tend to use nothing. Like, our sicknesses, knock on wood, haven't been super bad. We've been able to ride through them with a cup of tea. But we do have this if we need it. So if you have a favorite way to use echinacea, let me know how you use it, because I need some ideas. I think tea is how I'm going to be able to go through it though. Well, we got most of the way through the morning check before you died of exposure. The camera can't hang in the heat for very long at all. I think it was like 25 minutes of run time, and that was it. So we're gonna be having this heat for the next couple of days. We're likely going to be inside for the first part of the vlog next week. This one was really long, but I think it was because it was really fascinating to see 6 babies at least coming out of Gale and Helicity. Really exciting. I'll get to look at Marge in about 4 weeks time to see if she's bred. I think she should be. And so yeah, I'm gonna get back inside and try and stay cool. You guys stay cool as well. I'll see you guys again soon.